wanted to come in and share with you this really cool process that I did yesterday. So yesterday was a big community event, arts event, and I went along and did my thing with so many people, lots of adults, lots of kids, and it worked for both. So I wanted to share it with you because I think it's a really good process that you can do that's easy. You don't need anything special, and it can actually make a big difference to how you think about stuff. So what happens with our thinking, if you get stuck in a thought that's a little bit negative, so you might have something, oh, you know, this is terrible in my life, I can't do this, or your mind, you can actually train to have the thoughts that you want. So if you have those negative thoughts, you've got equal capacity to have the opposite thought. So something that I can't as like I can, or I'm working towards, something like that. So the idea of these Mindflip cards is that you're going to take a negative thought that you might have, or something that's looping a little bit for you, and you're going to reframe it to be in the positive. So what we did with the ones that I did yesterday, I'll have to show you. Okay, so I wrote mine. So life can be easy and fun. I was a bit stressed out about things feeling hard in my life. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the middle, so you can see there. So you leave enough room to do a border around it. So there's another one, that's another example. So we want to have room to do the drawing around it. And what you do once you've done that, first writing out your positive thought, is that you can pick up, everybody's done Zentangles, so you can actually do an image search and find heaps of patterns if you're, you know, if you're not feeling inspired to get your own patterns, but you can do your own as well. And the real thing to do is to make a border around and then fill that border in with the designs. Now the good thing with using the Zentangle existing patterns is because you're going to have to redraw them. As you're creating that pattern work and you've got that sentence that you've just written out for yourself, you're going to be focusing in on that, and it's going to be sinking a little bit deeper as you get into that real concentration point. Most of the people that did this, I had a lot of mums come and do it, and they were just really zoning in and down and relaxing with that process. They found that it's definitely a more relaxing at a deeper level than just colouring in. So creating your own cards can be really good. And all we did was use markers or your watercolour, your basic little watercolour tablets. So if you've got kids, you got them floating around, or if you've got, you know, flash paint or special markers or tombos, you'd probably love to do those to colour in. And it's just getting lost in that process of creating, and you'll find that that actually goes in at a deeper level. And then what I said to everyone was, like, take it home, put it somewhere where you're going to see it. So like fridge is really good, especially for us ladies, because we're always cooking and things. And like I had little kids, because they, like, so if you've got little kids and you want to do this with them, there's one example, one that got left behind. This little girl was her happy. I said, what's your happy thought? What's a happy? And she was like, happy friends. So she drew all her friends being happy and with little love hearts all around. And that was really cute. So, you know, it's something that the kids can do and start having those positive thoughts for themselves. So I'd love to see some of these getting done. You might just do them in your journal if you want, or, you know, if you've got a bit of paper floating around, but definitely do it on something that you can put them up and keep them visual. That's how our mind works. We visually see things and we take it in. So let's create a roadway or a little highway for our minds where it's a positive thought, and then the negative spin on it starts to fade out because you're not thinking about it. So, you know, the more attention you give to something, the more is where your energy goes, and that's where you end up. So love to see some put in, and I will have a few more little processes to show you in a little while. Have a great night.